In today's episode, I want to challenge you and encourage you at the same time. So many people, it happens every single January. My phone begins to ring. I get hit up on my DMs on Facebook, on Instagram, and it's people that want to sit down and plan the route to home ownership. So on this video, I want to give you 3 tips that are gonna have you on the route to buying your house, which you should be buying a house in 2022. Coming up. Welcome, I'm your host, Steve Penate, realtor and host of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show, where we bring you value, content, and tips in all things real estate and housing related. So on this episode, I wanted to bring you some tips to get you on the route towards home ownership. So whether you are a buyer and or a seller, because usually people that sell a home become a buyer, pay attention to these tips. So before I continue into that, if you are a seller, I want to encourage you, listen up to this. With interest rates still at historically low rates, the first half of 2022 is probably going to be some of the best times throughout the year to put your house on the market, as we continue to see buyer demand fiercely strong. Interest rates are gonna hang low for the first half of the year. They're projected to increase. How much? We don't know. Nonetheless, though, as interest rates begin to increase, buyer demand begins to cool off. Buyers are out there hunting right now for houses. We are still in a market where inventory is lacking. Nonetheless, though, if you're a seller, I want to encourage you, don't delay and don't wait. You will get top dollar for your house right now. All right, let's shift back to buyers. Now, every single January, I sit down with families and individuals that have a heart and a goal and a dream to buy their house. So I want to give you 3 tips, things you should be doing literally in January, at the very latest February, in order to buy a house in 2022, which I think everyone should have a goal. If you don't currently own your house, you should have a goal to buy your house. Here we go. All right, before we continue, hey, would you hit the subscribe button? It helps me out so much to get this message out to more people. Hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below. What do you think about these tips? And share this video with someone you feel needs to hear this information. All right, number 1, you have to sit down with a trusted real estate agent. I can't tell you how much pain people go through when they play the guessing game. Going online with Google is not the best route to take. You need to sit down with someone you trust, a real estate agent that can walk you through the process of what it's gonna take to qualify you for a home loan, refer you to a lender, sit down with you and walks you through the home buying process. Don't play the guessing game. The guessing game keeps people in the wilderness. You'll be going in circles. You'll be taking so many turns you don't have to take. Sitting down with the real estate agent is like hitting directions on map. They are gonna tell you how to go from point A to point B, which is owning your home this year. Number 2, get in contact with a trusted lender. Your real estate agent should be referring you to a trusted lender. Now, your lender is gonna dig deep into your financials, okay? They are gonna ask you questions about your debt. They are gonna ask you questions about that collection you had a few years ago. They are gonna ask you a question about your current job situation, your income, how much money you have in your bank account. They have to dig deep in order to give you clarity on what you have to do to qualify for your home loan. Now, some of y'all might be ready to buy a house now. Others, you might need to do some things, and it might take you 3, 6, 9 months to qualify for that home loan. But don't play the guessing game. Don't go on Google and try to figure this out on your own. The lender is gonna give you A, B, C, and D, the things you have to do in order to qualify for the loan to buy your house this year. All right, and finally, number 3, stay the course. For some of y'all, you might not qualify for your home loan right now, and you might have to do some very uncomfortable things in your household financials, and in 6 or 9 months, you qualify for that loan. But along the way, things get hard, And so many throw the towel in and say, you know what, I'll try next year. No, you're not a quitter. You are gonna stay the game and do whatever it takes in order to get on track to buy your house. For others, you might be house shopping right now and you might be losing a house, losing a contract after contract, losing out, and it could be emotionally taxing. Nonetheless, though, you are not gonna give up. Stay the course in whatever season you're in, whatever route you're on. If you stay the course and do the work, you'll get your house this year. Well, that wraps up this episode of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show. Hey, whatever situation you are currently in right now, I know that for buyers, things can get very frustrating, but I want to encourage you, okay? The best feeling in the world is the moment that keys are given to you by your real estate agent. There is no better feeling, there is no better goal than owning the place you live in. So whatever it takes, make 2022 the year you become a new homeowner. Whether you are upgrading a house, whether you are downgrading a house, whether you're buying your first house or a second house as an investment, 2022 is poised to be an incredible year. Keep sending in your questions and I will do my best to keep on answering them. We'll see you next time.